Hey everyone, it's Morgan Yates, and today I'm in Ischia, Italy. Ischia is a volcanic island in the Gulf of Naples that I'm guessing many of you, like me until recently, have maybe never heard of. After spending a few days here exploring the colorful coast and staying at one of the nicest hotels of my entire life, Ischia is now my favorite destination in Italy, and I think even better than the Amalfi Coast. Be sure to subscribe for more episodes of my 2024 European Summer Series up next, and let's travel to Ischia. Hello you guys, and welcome to my European Summer Series for 2024. Obviously nothing will ever top the great European summer of 2022 where we spent like 2 months going absolutely everywhere. So if you're here on my channel for the first time and you want to see just travel guides for so many places, I'll have that big playlist linked somewhere. But for our first stop this summer, we are going to an island off the coast of Naples called Ischia. So we're heading to Italy. Right now, as you can see, we are at a little airport hotel called the TWA Hotel, which is right at JFK Airport, because long story short, we're flying from San Francisco because we also drove to San Francisco yesterday from LA to drop off Mia with Giselle's sister, who's keeping her for the next 2 weeks. So we had that drive, we had a red-eye flight to New York, and then we had like a 10-hour layover, so we just got a day room here and we were able to sleep and shower, and now I just feel clean, and like the next leg of the trip like just feels a lot less stressful. Like I forget from when I lived on the East Coast just how much easier it is to just fly to Europe, you know? And why I wanted to kick off this vlog now is because I assume right when we land it's gonna be pretty go because we booked something very exciting. Normally if you're going from Naples to Ischia, then you go to the port and you take a ferry. However, we're kicking this trip off with a bang, so we actually booked a private like boat transfer. So they're gonna have a ride, pick us up at the airport, take us to the boat, and then not just that, but we extended the boat transfer to a full day boat excursion. We can't check into our first hotel anyway until later on because we're getting in around 7 a.m. tomorrow. We're going straight from the airport to a full boat day, so I just wanted to explain it now. But let's go ahead and get into the travels. Lots of this is going to be needed, and I am just so excited. If there's one way to kick off a vacation, it's with a half-asleep airport bathroom change into swimsuits before getting whisked away to your boat. This is definitely a first for me, but what a way to wake up. We booked this through the company Ischia charter boat, but the much more popular way to get to Ischia is to take the ferry from the port of Naples, which is around 25 euros for the hour-long high-speed ferry or 17 euros for the hour-and-a-half slower one. I will always choose the larger, slower ferry just in case of bad weather for a smoother ride, which I was a little nervous for on this day, but the seas were mostly smooth. Our boat journey kicked off by passing the island of Procida, where we anchored and got to enjoy our first swim of the summer. Alright, first jump of the summer. Should I feel it first?
No, you can't feel it first. You just gotta jump. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Good jet lag here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're in Italy.
It's like currently 8 a.m. I think. This is our boat.
What's the name of the town?
Yes. Thank you. Next on our boat day, we made it to Ischia, where we saw this rock that looks like an elephant and even got a sneak peek at Hotel Mezzatorre, where we'll be checking in later in the day. But for now, we have much more swimming to do and lots of spritzes to drink. We stopped for lunch at Gardenia Mare, which is not only a restaurant serving up fresh fish, but it's also a beach club. You have to make a restaurant reservation on OpenTable to get access to the chairs. And not only are they serving up Hugo spritzes, but also this amazing view of Castello Aragonese, a former fortress that you can now pay to tour, which is also home to the Ischia Film Festival each year. Our boat day is coming to a close with a swim stop in front of the castle. Up here at the top of the castle, there's a restaurant and a bistro, little like cafe bar where you can get an aperitivo that we're going to go to tomorrow night, actually, I believe. By the time our boat day was complete, we had done a complete lap around the island, seeing pretty much everything we had read about online, including Hotel Regina Isabella, where we'll be heading in 2 days for a dinner reservation. Then, in the first of many White Lotus coded moments of our time in Ischia, our boat pulled right up to Hotel Mezzatorre, our home for the next 3 days. All right, we have just made it to Hotel Mezzatorre. A little quick room tour before we mess it up. Beautiful tile bathroom. Just checking in, looking atrocious from the 8 hours in the sun, but it's all good. This is what the bedroom looks like. They gave us some little pastries and a note. And then we go out this way. We have a private patio that Giselle is wasting no time using. And then we have the sea view straight that way. This property is huge. For the first full day on vacation. I'm quickly getting ready here, but I wanted to do just a little catch up. So where I left off yesterday is that we checked into Hotel Mezzatorre, which we were so excited about because our boat guys all day were like, it's the best hotel on the island. Like, and oh my gosh, I feel like I'm staying at like 4 Seasons and then like up one. Our boat dropped us off at the hotel dock, like down on the water, and then this hotel kind of spans all the way up the cliffside. So people like immediately were there like taking our bags up, and like we walked part of the way and we're getting like a tour of here's the breakfast restaurant, here's our boutique, here's all this stuff. And then they like checked us in reception, and this guy came out with like water on a tray and then took us up on the golf cart to the room and gave us the tour of the room. And like it just is like service, you know what I mean? Like top notch so far. So I'm really excited for the stay as a whole. Giselle just texted me, she just went down to the beach or kind of like the pool beach. I don't know if you can actually swim here. I imagine you can. It's not like a beachy beach, but it's kind of like, again, like cliffside vibes with like beautiful chairs and umbrellas, and then the pool is right there as well. So I'll show you when we get down there. Boat yesterday was so great. Like the only thing coming into this trip I was a little intimidated by was like not knowing how we're gonna see like everything here in Ischia, because it is an island. It's not like giant. Like I'm pretty sure you can drive within like an hour to anywhere on it, but we're only here for so many days. Like I wasn't sure how we were gonna see it all. But on the boat yesterday, we went all the way around Ischia, so I feel like we saw everything from the water. They were so professional on the boat. I feel like normally when we do stuff like that, like they're like, because we're young or whatever, they're like drinking with us or like swimming with us, and by all means we were like, come swim, it's so hot, like please, you know. But I feel like people normally, like when they realize we're young, like just do kind of whatever they want, because what are we gonna do, you know? But yesterday, these guys were like our age, and they were so professional. Like they were not swimming because it was working hours, and like every single time we got out of the water, they were there with like a new fresh dry towel to like wrap us in the towel. Like they were like bringing us just like drinks and just like so wonderful, and we just had the best day. So I really could not recommend them enough. But that's enough of this yap sesh. So I'm gonna get out to the beach and show you guys the property. I feel like I'm genuinely lost. I'm just heading downwards, so we have to be getting near the water. I gonna have the most sickest vlog? Yes. All right, so here is the hotel property, and there is a public beach, or well, there's chairs, so you could rent the chairs, but over here, and there is a complimentary shuttle that can take you there. Is it? Okay. Temperature is great. Yeah. This is the ladder. It feels very nice. They just brought us juice. This place is giving White Lotus. It is now the evening, so all today, as I said, we just hung out at our hotel pool. I feel like, oh, you saw the drone footage by now. Giselle, normally in my travel vlogs, whenever I'm showing like drone footage, I would always buy it from like a stock footage company or website, a little extra, but Giselle got a drone and has been just getting the best drone footage. Now we are off to try to very quickly get a drink at our hotel. Just like they have a little bar, courtyard, outdoor area with some really cute pink umbrellas. I think we're gonna just have a drink there because last night would have been the night we were gonna do that when we of course slept through it. After that we were heading to a little aperitivo hour at Il Monastero, or the cafeteria there. I think what I just said is actually like a restaurant at the top of this castle landmark here in Ischia that I took these photos at in front of yesterday. So we are going up to the top of that somewhere for a little drink and a sunset view. And then we're gonna wander around nearby there and have dinner. So that is the plan for the evening. These are the outfits of the evening. So my dress is from Abercrombie. It's one of the Emerson dresses. And then Giselle's pretty dress, I think
from Morgan's Closet.
I think it's Princess Polly actually. You look so pretty.
No, it is.
I think it is. I love it. Let's go to Aperitivo Hour, where a pop-up bar is set up every evening a little before sunset. On this night, we were actually the only people there. And that's one thing I loved about this property is that there are only 48 rooms. So with so much space, it feels very private. And I love how much effort they put into the little details like Aperitivo Hour. We then had the hotel call us a taxi, which arrived within around 10 minutes to take us to Castello Aragonese for another Aperitivo reservation. This was around a 40-minute drive through some curvy small roads in true Italy fashion, and not really the place I would feel comfortable renting a car or on a moped, so I'm glad we didn't go with either of those options. On the ride, it was fun to see some of the towns from land instead of the water, and then we arrived at the castle. At this point, we were running so late for our reservation because we didn't realize taxis have to drop you off a bit far away just due to some pedestrian-only streets, so keep that in mind if you're coming here. But we slowly made our way up to the top to Cafeteria del Monastero. I would say the main attraction up here is the restaurant Il Monastero, but we were too last minute to get a reservation there. To reserve either of these, you have to reach out through WhatsApp. So again, very Italian. Ignore the Italy humid glow. Well, if we don't have a little case of expectation versus reality on our hands. This is what I was expecting. The one expectation versus reality that's our fault is daylight, okay? We got here a lot later, but reality is that photo, like this photo, this is what it looks like in real life, and they wouldn't let us sit there because it was closed. That aside, this is not much of a vibe. There's us and just these people here. We're in like a haunted castle. A haunted castle.
Okay, we just pretend we snuck in and we're having a little wine.
Oh, it's our castle. That's a good way to look at it. Cheers. Miss Optimist Giselle. But really, expectations versus reality.
I get it, but now we just snuck into a castle. Yeah, it was a lot nicer in the picture.
Last thing is just that this giant mountain is blocking the sunset. The sun actually sets over, like, you want to go to Forio to watch the sunset. So it was still pretty here, like you still see the sunset, but your time of sunset is much earlier than it says on like the weather app, you know?
Where are you from?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Ah, California. It's my dream.
Oh, really?
You should come.
Yeah. My dream is marriage American girls. It's better to Los Angeles, San Diego.
Here.
So much. He was in love with Giselle. I think it's just somebody playing the piano. What a vibe. Aw. Good morning, you guys. Giselle this morning has been taking a professional tennis lesson. I don't know where I am. And is texting me like, I'm exhausted, come help. So I'm coming to help. I'm gonna go watch and take some pictures of her. So exhausted. No. 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 Come on. Vamos, Giselle.
Last 3 ball and 3.
Okay. You're doing great. Gelato time. It's our first Italian gelato on our last full day. We got chocolate, pistachio, and coffee. Alright, you guys, picking this up from the evening, we are about to head out to dinner. Today we just stayed at our hotel pool all day, which is just very lovely. It's very hard to want to leave. But tonight we're heading to the town of Lago Ameno, which is like less than a 10-minute drive from our hotel. And we're gonna walk around a little bit. We need to hit an ATM. And then also we're gonna have dinner at the hotel called Regina Isabella, which is like the other like prominent hotel on the island in addition to the one we're staying at. So we were like going back and forth between if we wanted to stay here or there, and we chose this one, which we've been very happy with, but we are going to suss out the other one tonight and have dinner there. Also, let it be known, just if you're maybe inspired to look into this hotel, I think I already said, but be prepared for like some cliffside walking. Like, I didn't realize fully, I mean, it's not a problem, like, you know, hiking to and fro, but you guys might remember I have some knee problems that have not been an issue for a very long time, but I feel like coming back today because it's just ironic that we have the actual highest up and like farthest away room of the entire place. I think there's only like 48 rooms, but we're the farthest, so that's just like funny, haha. We've been just giggling a little of that, and my knee is starting to hurt, so we caught a golf cart ride up from the pool earlier today. But anyways, this is the outfit of the night. It is a little Reformation dress. I think this is the Courtney dress.
What's been your favorite part of the trip so far?
I was gonna say, the thing about getting manicures is when they cut your cuticles, it like peels more.
Okay, well, back to the question. What's been your favorite part of the trip so far?
Honestly, the hotel. Oh, the boat day was pretty awesome.
So all of it.
But the hotel mostly.
We arrived around an hour early for our dinner reservation, so we stopped in for a quick drink at the bar. These drinks were extremely reasonably priced and came with a ton of snacks, so great value. And then Dolce Vita was our dinner spot for the night.
There's a gnocchi in there somewhere. We just got back to our room. I guess maybe because it's our last night here, because they do Turndown service, but they left us olive oil and then just like a dry herb mixture or something. It's just so cute. Never have I ever actually gotten hotel slippers in my shoe size. Until today. Honestly, that is the closest it's ever gonna get for my size 6 feet.
Also tonight we utilized our hotel's like free shuttle service. I know the closest town, Lacomamino, which we went to, I know they'll take you there for free. So where we ate dinner was only like 5 minutes away. So I know a lot of people stumble upon these videos when they're like planning trips to these destinations. And while I will say, obviously, like, you can probably gather the hotel we've been staying at isn't like cheap by any means. Like, I feel like the amenities are so great. Like, every day you get breakfast, obviously built into the price, but like, it's good breakfast. Like, you order what you want, they like cook it and prepare and bring it out to you, and they have a free spa, like thermal. I know at Ischia there's a lot of like thermal spas because there are just a lot of naturally heated thermal pools, so our hotel has something with that. But all in all, truly this hotel is like White Lotus. Like, I, in hindsight, don't know what I was even saying about the other hotel we went to for dinner being like equivalent, or like maybe it is a top two, but like I've got that from this girl's TikToks, like that makes all the like travel Italy videos. She was the one who made that comparison, and I feel like this hotel is just like absolute elite. Like, I don't think we've ever stayed somewhere with as good of service, and just like overall whole package is here. So we are leaving Ischia very, very happy. This has been a very relaxing destination. Up next we're heading to Mallorca, so stay tuned for that travel vlog next, and then we are doing Porto and Lisbon, and that is going to be our European summer.
There you go, my love.
Thank you.
Espresso. Or
While we get ready.
oh,
Shoot, I'm about to...
Then I hate to see it, the sight of our boat coming to take us away. I think we spent the perfect amount of time here to still crave it and want to come back to Ischia one day. I think Ischia should go on everyone's travel lists. I'll say it again, it was better than the Amalfi Coast, just so much cheaper and less packed without sacrificing on how beautiful it is. Oh, and there is the ferry I mentioned earlier. So from here, we are heading to Mallorca for a few days, which turned out to be the most eventful trip of my life. So follow along for another travel vlog up next.